Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to On Your Mental. This is the podcast that shares candid, open, and sometimes vulnerable conversations between and about men. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. This is a great episode to start with. This is one of our check-in episodes where we check in with a group of young men who men typically try to keep things bottled up, don't really share what's going on. In these episodes, we go over in detail what's going on with our work lives, personal lives, and our mental health, and we score those things. So these are always a good way to check in with everybody, and we encourage you to take this into your own life too. Ask the people who you care about these kinds of questions. But before we start this episode, I wanted to share an announcement. If you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen this already earlier this week, but we have a website that we're launching. This is onyourmental.com, and this has been made by a friend of mine, Curtis Warkup, who has been learning to do all this kind of stuff, web development, coding, all that, and I think he did a kick-ass job with it. I think it's a nice little centralized hub for everything On Your Mental. You'll see the most recent episode there. You can listen to the podcast straight from there, and you can even contact us. If you have questions, if you have topics that you want to see, contact us through the website. And those questions that you might ask, some of those are going to make their way into other content that we're planning for the future that's maybe not going to be a podcast. There might be some YouTube stuff in there. But anyways, I'm going to let y'all just enjoy the episode. This is a really good one this week. I had fun filming it, had fun editing it. I think you're all going to enjoy. But yeah, we'll see you in a second when the episode starts. Peace.
No, I meant for like
What?
to the.
I've been so wrapped up being here, but that's how you're doing.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, hold on. Before we start, let me make sure I got my alarms
No.
on.
How you doing? Like, what's up?
What's up?
What's new?
About to find out.
It's a little warm,
What's Chris?
Is it?
admittedly.
Okay
I think it
so
could be
far.
worth it
Question.
to get a...
Do you want that not in the picture?
Buddy, man, we're sponsored by Vans Off the Wall.
Off the wall. How about Milkstone?
What's Milkstone?
I don't know. You gave me these stickers.
I gave you those? Oh, yeah.
Milkstone. I got stickers on there.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a little toasty, but if you're okay, I'm okay. We'll be all right. We'll make it through here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the pod. Get that in front of your damn mouth, man.
Hasn't normally
all,
been.
dude, all you're gonna hear is him
Christ.
smacking gum.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You have gum in there, too? Take the fucking gum out. Before we start, Jess, is your phone on silent?
What do you think I just checked?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Buddy, I literally just said let's make sure my alarms are off.
Mine's not on silent. Oh.
Boom.
Obviously.
Of course, you got no case on that thing.
Boom.
Recently I lost the fucking. Recently I lost the screen shield protective thing.
That thing does nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Of course
they're
it
fake. They're a scam.
Yeah, still no case. That's perfect.
You're
Just the way
a
it's supposed
maniac, dude.
I'll take it.
to. Put it behind your ear.
What phone is that?
You want me to hold that for you?
Dude, have you seen what I did?
When did you get this?
With the Vaughn.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, of course. Devin's the master of all electronic trades.
Actually, me and Dan went to Rogers. Actually.
Yeah, get it.
Just terrible.
Down the crack.
And
You
you really had to get
I
there. You had to be there.
You had to be there.
I had to be there.
Yeah.
Why don't you move for it, man?
Come on, dude.
Anyways, welcome back to the podcast. We haven't done one of these check-in episodes in a long time. It's been actually 3 months since the last one, and Jess was on it.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Canada, Reuben.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Oh,
Canada.
yeah.
Oh yeah, happy
Welcome
Canada
back.
Day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I can. I'll talk about that in a moment. Actually, I'll talk about my vacay. I'll talk about the hell I went through too.
Dude.
Fucking unbelievable. Fuck you, Air Canada.
Planes.
Planes.
Planes. What are
Planes.
you gonna do? Defy gravity, dude. I don't even know.
They go
Someone
up,
gotta
they go
work
down.
Yeah.
I went through hell too. Actually, coming back from Toronto.
Yeah. Well, we both got a story then. For people who are either new to the podcast or people returning to the podcast, a reminder of what these episodes are. This is where we check in with a group of young men who typically, when you ask somebody how they're doing, you'll get a "I'm fine" response or "Things all right." You know, things are good. No more detail. But the point of these conversations is to get some more detail. And we're going to dive into our personal lives, our work lives, and our mental health and score that for how we're feeling at this point in time on a scale of 1 to 10, each one of those things. So these are fun. These are casual. These are pretty smooth, pretty simple, easy breezy. Any questions before we start? No.
Why
Nice
is it so
nails.
hot?
Why is it so hot? I'm probably gonna take this jacket off in a minute, but
Yeah.
what's on your nails first of all?
Cheetah print.
Cheetah print?
I think
Blue cheetah print?
that looks
These
more
are
like
old.
party
I got
animal.
these done before.
Looks like something on like Victoria's Secret underwear or something, you know?
Yeah.
Sick
They
fuck.
do that? Maybe the
Maybe
80s
maybe
edition.
maybe
He's got a matching set on right now, man.
yeah, exactly.
Do the toes match the fingers?
Fuck, it's so funny. I went to a barbecue this weekend with my family.
No comment.
And like me and Troy were chilling inside, and like Prince and Tony were cooking outside, and my parents were getting mad. It's like, why don't you go help him? Why don't you go help him? And my mom's like, no, he can't. He's gonna fuck up his nails. And I'm just like, okay.
There it is.
And that was like the
Stick
running
of the
joke
jab
the
in
entire night.
Nice.
Man. All right. Well, we'll get started. Who would like to go first? We're going to start with work life. We usually start with work life.
This feels like a drama class.
Yeah, right?
I'll go
You know
first.
what? No, fuck you. I'll go
Don't make
first.
eye contact.
Fuck you.
All
Fuck
right,
you.
all right.
Work life. I'm going to give my work life a rating on a scale of 1 to 9. I'm going to say 7 right now.
That's good.
Yeah, solid. So I'd been in the application process for a job. I learned yesterday that I didn't get it.
Oh man.
Yeah, and
Sorry, man.
but there's some optimism behind it. There are 3 rounds to the interview process, right? And I got through the second round and didn't make it to the third round. I think only one person did, so I only beat out by one person. But the optimism I have still is that in the same department, that's going to open up another role because they're just moving up within that department. So I can still potentially get to doing the kinds of things I want to do at my job, which is like service stuff, you know, troubleshooting things. And I've been feeling better in my like current role as well. So that's why I'm still up at a 7. I'm only like down those 3 because I'm still not in the role I want. I just came off of this like let down, this turn down, right? But in the last month, my results in 2 of the 3 categories are up by 20-something%. So I've been trying. It's been a struggle for me prior to that. And then the third of the 3 categories is up by 7%. So there's improvement in what I'm doing. I'm not hating going to work anymore, which is nice. But I'm still just waiting for those last couple roles.
You're
So 7 out of 10.
Good.
I'm carrying the 2. And it feels pretty good.
Good
Yeah.
job, man.
Thanks. So work is fine for me. Just a 7 out of 10.
Not
That's a
hating it.
very simple story.
Not hating it anymore.
I'm
Would
not
you
hating
stay?
it anymore.
Good.
Would I stay? for the time being? Absolutely.
Gun to your
Yeah,
head.
gun to my head. Gun to my head, I just might. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have real complaints about it right now. I'm disappointed with the recent news with it, but I'm cool. You
Good,
know?
man.
That's sick, man.
Yeah. You want to go next then?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking happy, man.
Bring that shit in front of there. I'll dust you right now.
I'm pretty pumped. Yeah, pretty happy.
Mm-hmm.
Just got back from Toronto. Gonna go Edmonton in a couple weeks.
And that was work related?
Yeah. Flew out there to go help out the Toronto stores. And they're so fucked, man. It's an absolute, like, it's mayhem over there. Like, they're just so busy. I've never been to Toronto either. And, like, actually getting to experience the city for a little bit. Like, the days were long. We'd work from, like, 9 in the morning to, like, 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just, like, how busy they are. You can't really fathom. Like, every single night that we would be working, like, someone in the kitchen's like, I fucking quit. I'm done with it.
Really?
Like, Chef Ramsay style. Like, you're driving me to alcoholism. Like, they're just so busy.
Wow.
And it's such a crazy mindset because in Toronto, at least like I only went to the one place, but I had previously heard from other people like servers there were really rude or really mean.
Mm.
And I heard that people there in general were mean, but people were actually really nice. Like anytime I would go talk to tables, because when I was there, I was basically like running the floor, and I'd be like,
Mhm.
I was training servers, bartenders, and just like helping out all the managers. But all the managers were so new that no one really knew what they're doing. So whenever I went to like talk to tables and stuff, they're like, where are you from? Why are you so nice?
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm from Vancouver. Like, oh, we could tell. Like, usually people here, they're so fucked all the time that everyone's just like, what do you need? What can I get you? And just like on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
You don't have the
complete-
time to be like nice
no
to
one has
people.
the time. But it's funny over there, man. There's a lot of characters.
Mm.
A lot of characters.
Do you think people were saying you're nice just because you're the GM? you gotta.
Well,
be
no,
nice
when
to
I
them.
first-
Big
when
GM sticker on his
Yeah,
ass.
right, yeah.
He's got the hat and
Yeah.
everything. Pencil.
When I first got there,
I
it's
am
funny
the
because
captain.
people like the staff, they're a little bit ruder. Like, I'm not even joking. I would show up and I'll be like, hi, my name's like Sebastian. Nice to meet you. Like, hi. And like walk away. And I'm just like, all right, cool. And like, no one,
I'll go
because
fuck myself.
I didn't go to people and I'm like, hi, I'm the GM. Nice to meet you. I just like, hi, like, who are you? I'm like, hi, my name's Seb. Nice to meet you.
Mm.
And afterwards they find like, oh my God, I was just talking to this guy. Like, I should probably be a little bit nicer. But But
That's good. You're not like shoving your GM dick in their face. You know.
you should.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, but it was really nice, like getting to go over there, like fly out there. I've never been to Toronto.
Yeah.
Did you go to the CN Tower though?
It's funny.
Is it?
So I'm like, we would get off late every single night. Then one time we got off in time, and we went to another location, and we started drinking there, and we bought tickets to the aquarium, because the aquarium, the CN Tower, and then the Blue Jays, where the Blue Jays play, they're like all like right in the same complex.
Yeah, not very far.
And we ended up going, and knowing me, we got there late, because I was like, nah, don't worry, we'll make it in time. And we show up to the door, and like it's closed, and I'm trying to open it, and the guy like, it's locked, and I'm like, let us in. And he's like, no, buddy, you're done. And I was like, fuck. So we didn't make it to the aquarium. We ended up going, there's a rec room like right across the street, and we just played games.
Solid.
But the CN Towers there is cool. Toronto itself is a big city, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like weirdly, like flying over it. I was only flying over it. She looks big, man. Like
It gives you
got
like,
these big highways connecting it all.
I think we forget, like Vancouver in itself is actually like a very small city.
We're
Like
tiny.
even land wise and population wise, it's like these guys give you a big city feel. Like no matter where you are at any time, there's always something to do. Like the nice thing was I would get off so late every time, but luckily like I had an old coworker that worked at our store, and she ended up working there. Like she transferred over to the Toronto location, so like I was like, hey, like I'm not really doing anything. My friend who's supposed to come here ditched me, and he didn't come.
I didn't ditch.
And
I
so-
didn't ditch. I couldn't. There's no way I was making it on the flight, man.
I told you,
30
I told you to make some
standby.
calls.
30 people standby. There was 11 seats left. You want me to just sit there just to say, hey, all right. Yeah, absolutely. I tried. I was there, man. I was at the gate. Oh, yeah, no, all my baggage
You knew
in
their
Toronto.
names. You
I'm never
knew-
getting that
you
back.
knew their names. You knew who they were. You could have made some calls.
No. Infiltrate the dealers.
Find
the
suppliers.
Fair,
Everyone
fair.
knows this.
So you had a good trip, and then you got fucked on the way back, or what? By flying?
Dude, yeah, Pearson, like the airport itself is a fucking
I've
mess.
heard it's terrible right now.
Like landing,
Yeah.
leaving Vancouver was chill. I almost missed my flight too. It was not chill.
Classic.
But on the on the way back, my flight was at 8:30, and like my regional was like, you should probably get to the airport at like 4. And I was like, out of your fucking mind, like
For a
I'm not-
domestic flight?
for a domestic flight, like
Give me a
yeah.
break.
So I get there late anyways, and then have you guys seen the new thing they have on like flights where they update your phone to send you an email like anytime it's delayed?
Every time there's a change.
Yeah. So like it happened like 5 times while everyone was boarding the flight. Like they're like, please go board your gate, and you go like you're literally standing in line. Like your flight's been delayed due to a security issue on the last flight before.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to leave at 8:30. I did not leave Toronto till like 1:45, 2 in the morning.
Fuck that.
And the worst part was I only brought my suitcase, but I didn't bring in a carry-on.
Yeah.
And so I put all my chargers and all my shit in the
Oh.
suitcase.
Classic.
And so I was like in the airport, and I had I had my phone on me and my laptop, but no chargers, no nothing. And so I remember Megan and AJ calling, and I'm like, I'm about to like go black in about in about 5 minutes. Go dark. Sorry.
Once you go back, you never go back.
Excuse me?
Yes, man.
Oh, my Lord.
So I had to go. There's like a little source, like little vending machine, and I bought like headphones, chargers.
Oh yeah, they have those.
Cables. I ended up buying the wrong charger. I bought the right cable though, and I bought like the wired headphones.
Fuck,
But yeah, it was a shit show.
yeah, absolute gong show over there, man.
How's yours, man?
Well, I'll talk about it when we get to the personal stuff, because I'll talk about the trip to Italy, but fucked, absolutely fucked. It took me 41 hours to get home from Rome.
Gee.
Yeah.
Hey, when in
What
Rome?
did you walk?
When in Rome. Yeah.
Took the old canoe, huh?
Yo,
Sacagawea.
Yeah, that's right. Scenic route, huh? Oh,
Cavs,
man.
how about you, brother? How's your work life?
Did this
man?
guy give a rating?
Oh yeah, where's your number at?
I'm like
He's like, I'm in the hundreds.
I'm a little short staffed right now, so I'd say like a 9.
Nice, dude. That's all it takes. Eh?
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
I feel like you always feel good about your work whenever you talk about it. Like you're overall positive. You like your job. You really like your job.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to work for it to be fun. Like,
Yeah.
when I first started, I was pulling in so many like hard days.
Yeah.
But now it's just like
Now
well,
it's a
how much you
smooth
put in,
sailing.
man.
Yeah, you get out of life what you put into it.
Chill.
Right.
Watch out for that penis.
What do you put in your life?
Put the What is some of
What do you
this?
go-
Some of it.
Remember this?
Chemical X.
Remember that?
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, sir.
How's your work life, man? You're 9 out of 10. I'm 7.
9 out of 10.
I'd give it a.
I'm gonna pour these while you talk, by the way.
Sure. I'd give it a. I'm just feeling way better generally than I was the last check-in. Let's say. Work life's like a 8.5, 9. It's fine, and nothing's changed. So how about that?
So then, what's changed?
Yeah.
I think you're
That's
the
all
problem
right.
then.
That might be the problem.
But what
No,
do
I'm
you
serious. If your work hasn't
Well,
changed, then
yeah,
you're the problem.
my work hasn't changed because before my thinking about it was my work life is like super stagnant right now, and I don't know what I want to do in the future. But I was just overthinking it at the time. I feel like, and some other stuff going on too. But now it's just like nothing has changed. But I'm happy at work. I'm looking at other opportunities as well.
Yeah. Hey, cool. I was gonna ask because
Yeah.
last time you said you
No,
weren't
yeah,
looking.
no. I'm
What are you looking
now
at?
I'm looking
I don't even know this.
in
how
the
come I don't know
job
this?
pool.
In the pool, eh?
What are you
pool
doing?
party? I'm in the pool.
Poop
What
party.
what
Pool
jobs are you
party.
looking? I mean, I guess being respectful to like your employer and maybe people from your
Yeah.
work watch this, so you can't like talk about the fact that you've like explored other jobs.
No,
but
no. Well, it could be
Oh.
still within the city.
still within the city.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're not really leaving the city.
No. Probably wouldn't be leaving the city. I'm looking at other places too, actually. But
Yeah,
it'd probably be
you
staying
try
in the
Walmart?
city.
Right there, Aaron. So nothing has changed, but you said earlier you were overthinking it.
Yeah.
What do you think like was the overthinking for you? Have you thought about that at all?
Not really. I've just kind of moved past it. I feel like I'm just like I was overthinking stuff before. I was
Maybe you stopped overthinking about what you were overthinking.
No, but I don't think I was overthinking about overthinking in the first place.
Sit through your problems until they're not problems anymore. Be a man.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got nothing else to add.
But an 8 to 8.5, 9 out of
Yeah.
10.
Like before, I was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to go to work today." But now I'm like, "Fuck, let's get to work." so
Fuck,
I
let's
can
go.
make money."
9:15, everybody. Let's have a good day.
Stick a
That's
fork in it.
right.
Wow,
The mentality has just changed.
that's good.
Good, man.
That's good.
Glad to hear it.
Have you been reading that book,
I've been
or is
reading
that more
book,
of a personal
just
life kind of
that
thing?
this
book.
little splash here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm picking away at it.
What book?
Mm.
It's about the life of David Goggins.
Ever heard of him?
Goggins.
You did what?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yo, Goggins?
Yeah. Yo, Goggins. 8.5, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.5, 9.
Feeling better.
Trying to outdo my 9? I changed mine to 9.5.
I'm happy for you, Cavs. I'm happy that you're feeling better while going to work because you were feeling like you're in a bit of a rut for a while, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shake that rut off, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you call me? Jess, how's your work life, brother?
Work life's all right.
With your boss here, one of.
Straight to your mother.
That's right. No, that's big.
Whoa. Fuck,
Well,
man.
come on,
You
now.
guys never said that to me before.
I say all the time.
Dickhead.
First of all,
My boss.
Sorry, Mom.
Sebastian is a great boss. Whenever, well, he is absolutely. I mean, when he's there.
Yeah.
You know, he says he's gonna be there. All right, when he actually gonna be here, it's like a game, right? It's fun. Anyways,
Time is relative.
exactly. No, Sebastian's a fantastic boss. Gave me an opportunity to start somewhere where realistically a beginner probably shouldn't start. And he puts a lot of trust in me, which is great. And whenever I work at the Dime, it's a really good time.
It's not an interview, bro.
You're rhyming.
Yeah.
Whenever I work at the Dime, it's a really good time, man. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Buster Rhymes.
right
over
now I
here.
feel fine. No, seriously. Whenever I work at the Dime, it's usually like I
Yeah.
would say probably a good 8 to 10 whenever
Yeah.
I'm working at the Dime.
You
right?
said that last time, too. You love when you have your shifts there.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. The stress that I deal with at the Dime is completely different than what I deal with at my other job, right?
Mhm.
And it's a lot easier to manage, more mentally and in the moment, right? But again, with my other job, it's still going through struggles.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like this guy says he's short-staffed. He's at a 9. When we're short-staffed, I'm at like a 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm about to kill somebody right now.
Yeah.
But so I've come up with a plan.
Mm.
right? Because I can't continue feeling like this.
It's a 10-step and week plan.
Well, no, there's nothing like that. But
Yeah.
it realistically, because of the people I work with, a lot of people that I do really care about. Justin, who I think you've met.
Mm-hmm.
I've known Justin for 5 years, and we have been quite close. He's helped me become the advisor I am today, and helped me gain all the knowledge I have to be able to do what I do and make a decent paycheck. And Charlie gave me the opportunity to be able to make a better paycheck where I am right now. Charlie's my manager, and Justin, of course, being my assistant manager, both really great guys, and I love them to death. I love them to pieces, and I appreciate everything they've been able to do for me, right? Through the pandemic, before the pandemic, and after. That being said, I still feel like I don't really enjoy my job.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I owe these guys quite a bit, and I feel like I can't just leave,
Sure.
right?
Can understand that.
Because I still feel like I'm fairly good at what I do, which is like great, but it's also a curse because I feel like I'm like, fuck, what else can I really fucking do if I feel like I don't have any other major talents, right?
Yeah.
So, and I can't, you know what I mean? Anyways, the issue is that I think the only way I could, right now at this point in time, the only way I could leave and not feel necessarily guilty for just piecing out and giving up would be unless I would be able to find a dream job.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, right now I'm in a position where I feel like I need to be looking for my dream job, but I feel like I don't necessarily have the mental energy or capacity to do so after I finish working there after a long week, right? When I get to my weekends, it's more like I just want to kick back and relax and really do nothing sometimes. And I feel like I get stuck in that, and that's not really good. And I feel like that is where I was before. I started getting into my little routine and stuff like that during the pandemic. I think when I mentioned one of the first times I got here, right? So it feels like I'm kind of making me deteriorate a little bit. So unfortunately, for that reason, I can't give work more than really a 5.
Wow. Okay. I was hearing a couple things in there. You felt like you owed something to these people who have helped you out. Let's break that down. You were talking about a dream job and not really knowing what to work for, and it sounds like you're saying that would be the only justifiable excuse to you to leave your current work would be if you had a dream job to move to. Yeah. You really feel that?
So there's two ways for me. Again, there's two ways of looking at it. I can either continue down the path that I'm going down, and there is a very good chance I can make some really good coin.
Sure.
Right, and I can really
work my way up,
possibly go to a different dealership, go into management, do something like that. Get as much experience as I can, and do whatever I can with it. Go to a corporate, doesn't matter, right? Do something, right? It's possibilities. Or I go down this path that I really don't know where I'm gonna be going, but again, I can't justify myself leaving right now just to say I'm not feeling it right now.
I think it's fair to also feel that you need like a place to go to before you make that jump anyways. So
Wait, but I'm confused. What's your actual dream job? Or like what?
That's where, buddy, if
so you want nothing to do with like the car industry. We'd be there. But you don't want nothing to do with the car industry.
That's not the dream.
No,
he's
it's
not
the dream.
driven by cars.
Oh my God.
You drive cars. Cars don't drive you.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
I
but
want to leave right now. It's a joke. I don't understand. Like, you must have at least some sort of like understanding. I can just say like, listen, even if your dream job is like, I love playing like basketball. I want to be a professional like that's my dream job. Like, even if that's like
no, but I think I'll let you explain it. But I feel like I understand what you're saying.
No, I don't understand. Have you seen me at work? You have. You've been there, right?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Right, but do you think I do? Do you think I'm bad at what I do?
No, you kill it.
Exactly. I'm not. So I enjoy the fact that I'm good at my job. It's really nice to know that I have this profession that I'm doing very well at and usually excelling in, right? But it's not
your passion.
It's not my dream job, and I don't know what is. I don't have something that I would like to say. I would love to put all my energy and maybe like most of my energy and be able to. I want to take whatever I can out of it, and this is what I'm gonna. Not maybe it may not be a whole lot of money, maybe it will, but this is something I'm happy to do every day. This is something I'm happy to wake up and go do day in, day out. That's not what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you're so far in your life, you know what your passions are. It's like hiking, like all the airsoft stuff is like
I've-
you should get a point right now where you can be like, I want
I
this
understand.
as my passion. I need to make a career out of whatever I want to do with these things.
I understand, but again, I would say
It doesn't have to though.
everybody
If that's your
grows.
passion.
Everybody grows differently, and I don't know how I can turn hiking into a
Gotta figure
into
it
a
out, dude.
profession. I understand, but that's what I'm saying. I'd like to be able to figure it out, but I feel like I don't necessarily have the time to be able to do that all the time, because I feel like after I finish doing all my 10-hour days and everything like that, the time off that I have, it's not being used constructively. I'm straight up, it's not. Sometimes I'll come work at the time, and the other
Yeah, you
days
do
that-
work a lot.
and and then the other days that I don't work at the dime, buddy, sometimes I just want to chill. I just want
Yeah.
to relax. Sometimes I want to hang out with you guys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not like I don't necessarily, and maybe I should, maybe this is where it comes into play, but I don't necessarily have a drive right now where I'm like, I need to buckle down. I need to find out what I got to do, or else I'm going to be doomed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be doomed. I know that, right? Because I still have this job, and I know I can be very good at this job. I hope that I don't end up doing this forever.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say earlier
Yeah.
was the only other spot in a dealership that I would maybe like to explore is the business office, the finance office.
Sure.
Other than that, I really don't always enjoy the car business, and I'd rather do
Not
something.
driven.
I don't know. I like more. And I said this earlier. I thought maybe something, and I thought I was talking to my dad about it, but more like training. I think I'm really good at what I do, and I think there's a lot I can give out to a lot of people that don't know what they're doing as well.
Right.
And rather young or old, I think everybody can learn. And I think it'd be cool to be able to have a firm, if you will, of trainers that are older, either retired or something like that, like my dad and a couple of his friends that just go out and do loose contracts to like little companies to help customer service, how to sell a little bit better, do something like that. And I think that would be a very good idea and something that I can manage doing.
Yeah.
But again, this is all something that is all floating.
I think that you mentioned it earlier is the mental energy part of that. Like I get that in looking for a job. When I was feeling like in my rut maybe a couple months ago, even just looking for jobs to apply for is tiring.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like in that little bit of time that you have, you want to do stuff and spend time, but to like be on your side for a little bit too, Seb, you could, if you ever clicked it, if you could like just buckle down and do that and just dive in and go, okay, fuck, what is the job that I'm looking for? What is that dream job? You could do it, but it is, I don't know if I value the relaxation time, the time with friends just as much as I want to prioritize getting to a better job.
Yeah.
You know, it's a hard thing to balance, and you're playing like a game within your own head, right? When
Yeah.
you're trying to choose which to do. Does that make sense? Do
I
you
get it.
get
I
where
get
he's
it.
at?
I'm being a hard ass.
No, but we're being like that's also the way that men will want to look at problems too, right? It's like you just want to fix it. You want to make it better, and you want to like help him make it better.
No.
That's where I feel like you're coming from with that.
No.
Not at all.
No,
you just want to
fuck.
push this guy's
No, like
button.
Fuck
okay,
that
so
guy.
many times, especially like in my life, I always get people coming to me like, I have this problem, and I'm like, that is great, but you know what? It's like if there's ever a problem that I have, and you have no one else to go to with that problem, you can't just come to me with a problem. You come to me with a problem and what you think is going to be a solution. So let's say you're feeling a certain
I know what
way,
you're saying.
completely understandable, and I get it. But at the same time, you are adequate enough to be like, you know what? I'm feeling a certain way. This is what I'm going to do towards it. And as long as you're working towards that, and that's all you can do.
Now, what if you don't know that step yet? What if you don't know what
Okay,
the
but
working
then anyone
towards
can have
is?
problems. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but
yeah.
it's just like,
But we're allowed to talk about our problems.
yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
like that, it's just at that.
But we did say this actually a couple weeks ago. If you just talk about your problems for the sake of talking about your problems, then
Totally fair.
you're not getting further. But I think that Jess knows which next step he can take. You just aren't at a place where you're taking that next step yet.
Exactly.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Hold the bongo. First of all, I'm taking
hold the
off this
bango.
damn jacket because I'm hot.
Yes,
But
sir.
7, 8, 9,
9.5.
9.5, 8.5, 9 for Cavs, and Jess at a 5 right now for work life. You can do your job, but it's
Why don't
just
we
not where
add
you
up all
wanna
the
be.
scores, divide them, find the average?
30 by 4. We're looking at 7 point something.
So you'd say the average score between male in their mid-20s.
Is 7 something?
I feel like that's pretty high for like.
That would probably represent a lot of folks.
I think so. I think.
Except for the Jessies who are 5. So shut up. Anyways, personal life. I want to keep the ball rolling here.
I've actually seen him on his job because that's why he's really good at it, and I get he's not happy with it, but he's actually really good at it.
Literally exactly what you
Too
said.
good at it.
for, like,
It's
the last,
actually
like,
it's actually
5-10
funny.
minutes.
It's his downfall.
No, you go in there. This guy's running the show because he's helped me out so many times with my car problems. And like I walk in there, and this guy's just like king of the castle.
I have a chair.
He walks around going vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of younglings working for me right now.
What sounds that car making? All right. So the next bit we're going to talk about is our personal lives, and I'll start first because I did it again. Then we'll go to Seb. Then we'll go to Cavs. Then we'll go to Jess. My personal life right now, I'm going to put it a 9 out of 10.
Whoa,
whoa,
Jeez.
Nelly.
Nelly.
I know exactly where
With
that
the
one is
Julie.
missing. So first of all, I'll talk like relationship wise. My partner is
It's
coming
gone.
home.
That's why.
No, she's back on Friday. So we're filming this on Monday. She's back on Friday for the weekend. So this will be the first time seeing her in over a month. So I'm stoked on that, and the communication on the FaceTime has been just as shit. If you can look at our long distance relationship episode that we did a couple weeks back, hasn't been fun. Hasn't really improved the conversations. They still disconnect and they're blurry. So I'm happy about that. The other thing that I'm happy about is that I got to see friends recently, and I got to see you and Cabs on Canada Day. This is my first time seeing you in a while, so I'm happy that you're here. That's also part of the 9 out of 10. But then for AJ's birthday, we were out for AJ's birthday, some of us, and I got to see a bunch of the guys then. And
You guys should have stayed. I would have seen you.
yeah, whatever.
Did you
Yeah,
have
we
meeting
both
them?
left early, eh?
Yeah. Couple of cowards.
I was up early that day, man.
I was working at 9 the next day.
Say la vie.
So, so things have been going well personally. I mean, this has been awesome, like setting up the set, and like now I have a living room all the time, which has just been like a nice bonus, I guess. Yeah, I'm happy. Personal life wise, I'm feeling really good. That missing one is because she's not back yet, and it's been frustrating, like in the communication standpoint, and financially. I'm in a bit of debt at the moment.
Yeah, don't let people know.
Doing a little better because you haven't been paying for food
Yeah.
and stuff.
I'm only paying for the things I want to pay for. Screw the bills. Screw the bills.
I wish I could say that, man.
Power shuts down.
Going on
By the way,
trip-
we've got new chairs, new mics.
yeah.
Nice. New spot over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy. We're
renting a new
subletting
room.
this place right now.
Yeah.
But so the reason why is so I've been paying the rent on my own while she's away because Evan had moved out, right? And so I've been paying the rent on my own, but also I bought a fucking $900 couch. So I've been kind of loosey-goosey with my spending. I went on vacation. That's the other thing that was great. The vacation was awesome. I'll tell my story now about fucking Air Canada.
Yes, sir.
I went to Italy and I went to Venice, Florence, and Rome. Was in Venice for 4 days, Florence for 3 days, Rome for 3 days. My favorite place was Venice. It's like as soon as you get there, as soon as you get off of a boat, like into the city, when you step away from the canal, you immediately realize like how quiet it is. There's no roads or anything, so it's just silent. There's no cars. And that's just really nice. That was the vibe I wanted out of the trip, was like me and my mom were going and we can just go sit down, people watch, do whatever. But I had a great trip with my mom. It was nice. It's always a good like bonding time together. The sights were cool. Fuck Rome. And nobody needs to go to Rome. You can go to Rome, go for fuck Rome. Go for like 2 days tops and just bang out the sights and get the hell out of there. That city is a dump, man.
Tony said that. You got so mad.
Tony?
Really?
Yeah, tell Tony. Yo, I'll tell Tony to his face. Tony, this clip. Send him this clip right now. Tony, Rome is a fucking shithole, dude. Like that's
So,
not a fun
Rome
place to
is
be.
no
Shout out
joke.
to our fans in Rome.
Yeah, shout out to our fans in Rome. Yo, fucking y'all live in a shithole. It's
Yo, relax.
there's so it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It is the visitors' fault. There's 1.8 million daily visitors to Rome, and it fucking felt that way, man.
Really?
The streets are dirty. You know they got those like electric like little scooters like what we got now, the line scooters. They're just like dipped over on the ground, like left anywhere. Like nobody gives a shit, man. There's like literal garbage and trash all around the streets. I didn't like it. It was hot. It was busy. I didn't like it. But I mean, shit, the Vatican was cool. But that stuff's all like, it's so commercialized. You go to like these like holy places in the world, or there's like places of like
Or
major history. It's a goddamn business, man. Like
Yeah.
holy.
Buy some bottled holy water for $9.95.
Probably, man. It was $10 just to go up the fucking thing. I had to walk the stairs. You know, like, you didn't do anything.
Where's the
different for me.
escalator? Over the elevator,
Honestly,
man.
It's actual. Yo, it was €8 to walk all the way up, or €10 if you take the elevator. And you think,
Shut
oh man, no,
up.
think about it. You think, oh, I'm getting a fucking deal on this. I don't gotta take the fucking stairs. I take the elevator. You take the elevator up. There's still 360 stairs after the elevator. They don't tell you that until you're 5 feet away from the payment booth, and now you've waited 20 minutes in line. So you're like, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna go for it. My mom was huffing up those stairs. She made it. She's all right. My mom is 67, everybody, for record, and she had a hip replacement. She was a chain smoker for a lot of her life. Sorry, mom, but she's not. She quit because she's a good mom.
Go Mary B.
That's crazy.
But it was a good trip.
Stare smoking in the face and say no, not anymore.
Dude, at that point, I get to the very top and just light up a ciggy.
I've done it.
The flight back, awful. It was supposed to be Rome to Montreal, Montreal home to YVR, and it was 2 days before the flight leaving Rome left. Air Canada sends one of those text messages and goes, your flight's gonna be delayed in 2 days from now because of technical issues. Switch the goddamn plane. Get another plane, man. You got 2 days. And so they didn't switch it, and so the flight was delayed. It got delayed again on the day leaving, and so I arrived 5 minutes after I was supposed to leave my flight in Montreal. Montreal's flight got delayed 15 minutes, but that's not enough. We were then stuck on the tarmac for 30 minutes because every gate was full in Montreal. It was F1 weekend, and so nobody's coming in and out of there. There's one runway open for F1 weekend. Yeah, I should have just hopped in the F1 car and made my way home, man. And so they switched me onto a flight from Montreal to Toronto, then Toronto to home. But the flight from Toronto to home was going to leave the next night if I got there. My flight leaving Montreal was going to leave at 9:45. It didn't leave until 1 a.m. And so now I arrive at Toronto, Pearson, 2 a.m. First of all, graveyard of bags. I don't know if it was like that when you were there.
Dude, it's so funny because they say don't ever leave your bag unattended, and you show up in the carousel, there's
Hundreds
of bags unattended.
Hundreds of bags.
And you're like, what?
And no staff when I was there.
And there's literally a message saying, please do not leave your bags unattended. We do that all the time, blah, blah, blah. And you literally walk in, and like, I actually, on my carousel, I didn't know which one was mine because there's just bags everywhere.
Mm-hmm. The fucking carousels still had the bags on them. They were just not moving anymore. They're just scattered around the carousel. And so I had to wait until 4:30 a.m. when I was in Toronto to talk to somebody to move me onto another flight. So they moved me onto a flight, thankfully, at 6:20 that same morning. And then I go to Vancouver. When I get to Vancouver, bag's still in Montreal. They said it's going to follow me to Toronto and Toronto to home. No dice. And so I go home. An hour after I get home, I check like the little air tag thing. It's in YVR. So they were wrong. I asked them, did it get on the flight this morning? They said, no, it didn't get on the flight. It doesn't look like it did. They were fucking wrong. $39 for an air tag. I fucking found. Well, no, it showed Montreal still at the time, but then it updated like later because someone like passed it, I guess. I come back to the airport. It's there. 41 hours for me to get home from Rome to YVR.
Did you have to go get your own bag?
Really?
Yeah, I went to go get it. Yeah. Fuck it. I needed my stuff. Anyways, trip was great. Personal life's been awesome recently. I'm looking forward to seeing my girlfriend in 5 days here. It's been over a month since. That's the one piece that's missing, but I've been able to see my friends. I'm feeling good. That's it. Personal life, 9 out of 10. Seb, how's yours?
Beat it.
9.1.
Fuck it, man.
No, honestly, like,
Whoa.
I was thinking about this, and I don't really know. I feel like it's always pretty high, man. I don't know.
You live a good life.
Life's been pretty good so far.
I'm glad to hear that, man.
So what's it at? And why is it at?
And where is it at?
Who's it at?
Who dat?
Life so far has been good, and I know it's good because if I ever think of bad things or like bad things in my life, it will normally like linger on. But lately, I'm trying to think of like bad things, and I really can't. So I'd say like 9.5, just because if I say 10, then that just 10's unrealistic.
You're allowed to have 10s around here.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
No, I've been chilling. Seriously, like I've honestly been really busy too, to the point where like it keeps me moving and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I find time to like go camping with friends, went on my trip, seeing you guys now.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the most part, this summer's pretty good.
Mm.
Pretty good.
Life is good. They got red bottoms on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Living large.
So 9.5.
Let me see what he says first.
What would be your missing half? If it had to be something.
My missing half?
Not just because you won't say 10. If it's missing half, you gotta have a reason.
Probably travel, actually.
Oh. We haven't traveled in a while. Like, as a
Yeah,
group.
no, like I feel like that would make my summer like a perfect 10 out of 10 maybe. It's like if we at least got to do like a big trip somewhere with all of us, or if we did like even like a smaller trip with like all of us to like somewhere like far that no one's ever been. I feel like that would really yeah.
You said somewhere far. Shoe swap. Yeah, that's fucking.
Oh,
That
so
would be
funny.
good though.
C's reached out to me this morning and he was like, "Yeah, like what are you doing? Like you want to hang out next week or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like,
I'm going to Sun Peaks.
I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be leaving for like the next 2.5 weeks." I'm like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Shoe swap."
Shoe swap, man. If you haven't been, it's absolutely beautiful.
I've been.
That's not what I
actually,
mean when I say it
It's
like
nice.
when I say like a trip, I mean like
There's stuff to do. I mean,
no, like for me it will be like really memorable or like an experience that would be sick.
shoe swap would be memorable.
No,
bro.
I'm sure it'd be fun, it'd be sick, but like if like by the end of the summer all of us somehow managed to like maybe like do a little like last minute like wing it or whatever, and like we all did like a fucking trip to like Costa Rica or like something like even like we've always said it, but like a safari
Yeah.
in Africa.
Bro.
How fucking sick would that
So
be?
sick.
Imagine us someone's not coming back.
Yeah. Someone's getting shot.
No, but
It's a gazelle.
yeah.
Troy's just like running. Bushman. That's crazy, man.
With his hair, you get confused by it.
Yeah.
No, but if we were to
Put a
do
picture of Troy up on the screen with the ball.
if we did something like that, like really like out there, then like right now and like this time of our lives, we're
Yeah.
like, you know, young and still
Mhm.
can travel and do stuff. That would be like boom.
Mhm. Do you guys feel like a little bit of fear that we're gonna miss a window to travel when we're young at this point?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
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 Actually, like you mean, like personally, no. But a window to travel, you mean like as a group?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
yeah,
like that
yeah.
could be maybe passing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I missed all of them.
Yeah. Hey.
You missed a few. Missed a bunch.
All of them.
Yeah.
All the actual excursions.
Hey man, so you got
wasn't
nothing to worry about. You didn't miss out on anything. Don't worry, they sucked.
Yeah. I heard.
Well, now you nowhere to go
Yeah.
but up.
Yeah.
Well, unless, like as he said, it starts to dwindle.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm lucky if I catch a freaking weekend on the islands.
Buddy,
We'll
it's a
see how
freaking
things
weekend.
go,
I want to
man.
have me some fun.
So 9.5. The missing thing would be travel. Cool.
Bounce.
Cabs, how's your personal life been, brother?
Yeah, whatever.
I'll take this one. Probably like a 9. Let's say 9,
Yeah.
9.5. Remember that? Remember, was it like? It might have been at the end of May when we had that weekend. You know, that weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
When we last hung out, and then after that, I was just like,
When you came over
I don't
to my
know.
house?
huh?
When you came over to my house?
Yeah, when we came over to your house.
Dude,
was
that was a
there.
rough one. That was a rough one. Dude, me
rough
and
bender of a weekend. That
we
one.
shouldn't have like,
Bender.
Ben?
Like, that just.
I'll tell you one thing for a fact. Those are probably numbered. The older we get,
Yeah.
like we
Yeah,
really,
your
we
days are
really,
numbered.
Like that-
we really gave it.
Like that just like straight lingered into my week, and then that lingered into my next week, and it just lingered on. And I just got into my head like crazy. I stopped going to the gym like for a long time, and everything just felt like it was falling apart at once. And I
Oh,
was
really?
I was in not a dark place, but like I was just in like a. Is my life had gone like really, really stagnant, and my happiness had been brought way down.
Yeah.
And like it was just crazy thinking about it at the time, like how much that just affected me. And then the weather was like shitty on and off, you
Yeah, I
know.
hear you.
Me and Cabs don't usually like text Especially like I'll usually what I do is whenever you post a story on Snapchat, I usually report it.
Yeah.
But like we'll test like
I'll be like feeling good at the gym. And I'll be like, put up a gym selfie. I'm just gonna report it as fast as I can.
I'll screen record it and I'll report it. And there's an option on Snapchat that like it says like offensive behavior, like you know, on like not proper to
Sexual
have
harassment,
sexual harassment and
nudity.
shit. And there's a little subcategory that just says I just don't want to see it. And so I'll always click that and then send it through. No, but that weekend I remember like me and him were texting each other. We're like, dude, how are you doing? Like, are you okay? And he's like, no, I'm not. And I was like, I'm not either, man. Like, it actually took like physically and mentally, we were beat.
Wow.
I was beat down. I was remember during that weekend, I was already not like I was just feeling drained, and I remember I started smiling to try to liven myself up.
Trick the brain.
And it was working for a bit. We're at White Spot.
We were at White Spot. It's
Tequila
like
shots.
12 p.m. the next day. We're having a good time. We're ordering like these Nat sodas. They got like
Yeah.
They call me.
Yeah.
I'm at home chilling. I'm like, all right, I'll come through. Didn't know what I was running myself
Yeah.
into.
You fools.
But anyways,
Yeah.
since we got some sunshine, I've been feeling great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
it's a big thing too, eh?
Mhm.
yeah, for sure. It seems like it's weird because I'm noticing that more now as we're getting older, how the weather can affect
Mhm.
like our mental health,
Mm.
and like seasonal depression, I guess, is a real thing.
Yo, it brings the mood up.
Even however slight if you even can call it a depression.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as soon as the sun started coming out and it started getting hot, I feel back to the old self, back in the gym.
Well, you can see now
Took
how
the belt
important
off.
it is to have be able to do have something to do multi-season, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can have a hobby that you can do in every season, or different hobby for a season. So like some people, like you said, during the summer you'll go on hikes, during winter you snowboard, right?
That's a good point.
Something to look forward to. It makes those seasons a little easier to get through, right?
Mhm.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big thing.
The weather in Florida is
Mm.
Minties.
The weather in Peru is
the
Dude.
coffee in Peru.
coffee in
That
Peru.
or Alaska.
Alaska.
It's like sunny, like
Well, the further north you get,
What
the
about baked
less
Alaska?
nighttime you get, right?
The less
Yeah.
nighttime?
yeah,
The more nighttime?
The less nighttime.
the less
The
nighttime.
days are longer the further north you are.
But at the poles, what happens is I could be mistaken.
No,
here.
but
Mm.
towards the poles, then there's like there's seasons where you get just like
Only
an hour,
dark
let's say an hour of
sun.
daytime.
yeah, but majority
You're
of it.
right. You're right.
Think about the Penguins.
Oh, we're not doing this.
Watch Marsha the Penguins.
Actually, we'll float out there. Do penguins fly, please?
Let us know in the comments.
Let
Do
us know in the
penguins fly?
comments.
It's
Penguins
crazy
fly.
because Seb was saying they fly. Now I don't know where he's like, getting this.
We had a big
information.
argument about this. You're an
Yeah,
idiot.
he's-
That's all that matters.
Disagree.
There's no chance.
Dude, he was
Penguins
saying-
don't fly.
No,
They
he
just
was
don't
saying-
fly.
He kept arguing with
fucking
us.
chance.
He
No
kept
chance.
You
arguing
kept
with us.
saying cabs. Kabir is locked in as penguins fly.
He
Whoa.
said- he
Unless you're changing your
Whoa.
fucking
What
stance.
do you mean?
I guess you're allowed to new information. You can change your stance.
I guess you're a fucking phony.
you're wrong.
You're a phone.
They get off
bro.
the ground a little bit.
About as
You
much
get
as an
flaps
ostrich, bro.
Yeah. Jess, your personal life, how's it going?
Oh, we're doing all right. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still feeling a little drained from work, so there's only so much I can do in that time. But
Does your work life leak into your personal life quite a bit?
You big leaker?
Yeah. You gotta
not necessarily.
tighten up those bolts.
Not necessarily. So like, one really good thing
Flex
about my
tape.
job is that I can leave it all there. Like,
Right.
once at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You clock out, you're
Usually-
gone.
Exactly. Unless
Oh.
on my days off and when other people are working, I get a message from one of my coworkers trying to figure out what's going on with this and that if they get a call, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But in most cases, I can leave it there and I don't have to worry about it until I get back.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say since the last time that we've met there's anything that's been wowzers.
Mm.
Nothing crazy's going on. But at the same time, nothing terrible has happened either. I'm just getting by.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of trying to, I think, focus on certain hobbies that I want to do for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
that stuff is pretty good. And I live a pretty boring life.
You doing all right, Jess?
I'm doing okay, man.
It's okay to live in
Yeah,
living
I'm doing
boring
all right.
life.
I mean, I'm sitting at home watching movies. In my
Hey, me
theater
too,
room.
man.
You know, it's
What
I'm
you watching?
chilling.
It's not about you. It's about him. guys.
Actually, last night I watched Divergent.
Who's in that
Chris
one?
Pratt.
Oh yes.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was looking for a joke.
Don't really remember the woman's name, but
Johnny Sins.
Is it?
No, it's that one about.
I know it's
You
with
don't know,
what's her name?
She married Aaron Rodgers, Shailene Woodley,
Shailene Woodley.
for $500.
And the man in that film is particularly handsome.
He is. Absolutely.
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 Watching that version.
But I watched it last night, and the concept of that movie is pretty crazy. And when I was going to bed, I was thinking about it a lot. I had a wildest dream, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wildest dream. Pretty much just was in the movie myself. The shit was just tripping out. It was weird. I woke up freaking out.
Wet dream. Right?
No.
He said wildest dream. He said wildest dream. You look me dead in the eyes. What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Just made me think about that dream I was telling you about.
And the moment he says that, I look at him. He's just like this.
I mean, no, it was just, you know what I mean? I'm just chilling, man. There's really nothing crazy to go on. And again, I've been hanging out with you guys a little more regularly, which is great. Playing video games. Playing video games. I don't know, just chilling, man.
The high guys.
Yeah, man. Higgies.
Yeah, Higgies.
We got a couple Higgies on our wrists, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's gonna take off.
It's gonna take off.
It's gonna
for
take
sure.
off. Face back.
Face back.
Got a lot of rough feedback right out of the
Right
gate.
out of the gate, yeah.
So what score would you give it out of 10 if you got to give your personal life?
Maybe like 7.
7? All right, no, that's fair.
It's not. You know what I mean? It's not. Can't say that the crazy going on or.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
No, I know. We're stagnant. I'm not disappointed with where I'm at right now, and I'm not necessarily over the moon about it either. So
Yeah.
I'll say I'm a 7.
7.
7. Did you just say 7?
Yes.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
So I gave it a 9. Cavs gave it a 9.5.
No.
You gave it a 7.
He said 9.
9.
9.
Hitler over here, 999.
Oh,
You keep
watch
saying
it,
that like you
buddy.
don't know. You don't know what come next. Damn, motherfucker. Shit.
I said 9.
Just 9?
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
You gave it a 9.5.
9.5.
You gave it a
down there.
9.5. There's the travel bit.
The travel bit. That's
All right. Shout out to Jesse. Bring our average down. That's my man.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to give realistic
just playing,
numbers.
man.
You
Now we're
know.
on to a 6.
Yeah. But I agree with the. I've seen you a few times in like the last month.
I'm trying
even.
to come. I'm trying to come hang. Trying
Yeah.
to tell people to invite me out.
I like it.
Still don't get invites all the time, but it's
Hey
all right.
man, tell me about it.
It's all
I
right.
gave up this year. This Canada Day didn't get invited to one of the things,
Well,
and I
After invite, you
I'm
go.
What did you
above
guys
inviting
do?
myself now. I was working. To be fair, I was working
Yeah.
till 6:30.
I was actually going to. Yeah, I remember you were working, and I was going to tell you to come over to.
Oh sure,
Mass.
sure. I was gonna tell you. I was gonna.
Wait, so
Well,
you didn't
what's
actually.
what's the point in saying, "Hey, now you're invited to Matt's, but you're working, so fuck off."
Yeah.
It's the message
No.
that count. Would you not rather be invited to something
See,
if
you're
you
thinking
can't
of
make
like a
it? I
scumbag.
prefer the
I
invite.
mean,
You're thinking like a scumbag. That's
Why?
a scumbag answer.
yeah.
What do you mean?
That's a scumbag answer. You're thinking. You're like, hey man, we're all
You're literally
matched. If
saying,
you get
"I don't
off,
care
if you get
about
off
you."
later, come join. That's
No.
like the normal people answer.
says
You're thinking about it with you in perspective.
the guy that
I'm
didn't.
just kidding, by the way. I'm
Says-
not offended at all.
Says the guy that didn't invite any.
Where were
of us
you
to
on
camping.
9/11?
Yeah.
Just saying. I don't know. Just saying.
I didn't invite anyone camping because it was not my camping trip. It was someone else's camping trip.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Where were you guys on 9/11?
You guys remember?
I was crying on the. Well, not. I think I was not crying. I was.
me?
No, I was like I was upset because my mom was crying. Like my mom was
Oh,
crying, and so
okay.
like she was watching like the news thing, and I think I was like either like worried or I don't remember. I don't know what was going on. I was on the
I
couch.
was like,
No
how do you remember
recollection.
that? Because I have no recollection.
I was
No,
defo
zero.
on the
My mom
couch.
was devastated apparently, but
Yeah.
I was like,
Where
I'm
were
like,
you?
let's turn it back.
9/11 Cavs?
I couldn't tell
No,
you, man.
hey, yo, relax.
Could not tell you. What at 2011? 2001.
Whoa.
2001.
Where? How
He's
old?
thinking of another one. Eh?
Everybody mark your calendars. Watch out.
How old was I?
We
Fuck,
can't
you
hear
would've
that.
been- you would have been 6, dude.
6, eh?
6.
Is that a grade? It is. No. Is it?
You might have been grade
Am
1.
I in kindergarten? yet?
You're in K or grade 1. Yeah.
No. No, you're grade 1.
What day was it? A day of the week?
You should know.
Yeah. It was all a blur.
Fuck, this is terrible.
We can't run any of this, right?
We might.
There's no shot.
This is deep enough into the podcast that
After
like
hours.
the people who are listening to this are like actual fans of the podcast,
Welcome to
and
the
not
afters.
just people who are like skimming through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
people who
You
make
get
it
that
to
one
here,
guy.
I hope you know us by now.
Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah.
The last bit in these check-in episodes is on our mental health. That's the last thing we're gonna score 1 to 10. We'll go in the same order here for this. And my mental health, I'm fucking. I hesitate to say 10. The only, and I talked about it in my personal bit, was
As
like
soon
the
as you hesitate,
financial
you
stuff.
can't do 10 now.
No 10s. No 10s.
Fine, 9.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a 9, and the only thing that has been burdening me and like creating some stress in my life right now, like mental health wise, because that's the mental health piece for me, is like stress, anxiety, that kind of thing. I haven't been feeling any kind of like bouts of depression, which has been great. I haven't been feeling down. I've been feeling fine going to work, right? For a while there was that battle where it's just I don't want to go to work. Every day was a struggle. I've been feeling really good. The only thing that's stressing me out is the money bit, and it's like it's something that I know will go away too, because I know it's coming later. Like once she's moved back in, like there's some rent that she'll be paying, and I've been spending extra, right? Like that can stop. I don't have to spend as much. I don't have any trips coming up now. You know what I mean? Like
You could eat crackers and water for a couple
I
days.
could. I
That's pretty
damn near
nuts though,
do,
man.
dude. I have fucking lean cuisines. That
No, but the fact that you
this.
can
It's okay,
support
we're
living here by yourself and
Yeah.
still like
Yeah.
keep afloat.
That's-
Yeah, it's okay.
That's pretty nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
Like,
I'm doing all right here. Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. And I know it's just temporary. That's why it's still really high for me. I've been feeling really good. I've been microdosing once in a while
Nice.
with
That once in a
the
while as well.
shrooms, and it's
I've
nice,
been
man.
macrodosing.
You've been macrodosing. Hey, yeah. This is why it's always late to work, man. Where am I? You know? But that's
Makes
it's
sense, actually.
it's weirdly nice. Like I'll do it like maybe once every like 4-ish days at this point, and it feels nice. You know, I feel a lot like friendlier even to like people. Like you can bring whatever fucking problem you want to me, and I'll just be like, yeah, what's up, man? How are you gonna fix it? Like I feel just in a good mood.
Nice.
So I feel solid. 9 out of 10 for me right now.
Good.
Yeah. Seb, mental health.
I'll start by saying I went to a thrift store the other day and I bought this shirt and it's of the Dream Team.
Nice.
Nice.
So 10 out of 10. It's a Dream Team.
I love it.
You MJ?
Can you name all of them?
I'm Magic.
You know what? If you put a gun to my head, maybe. I was thinking about adding it.
Can
like,
you name 4 of them?
there's like the jerseys here with the names on them. I won't look down. I'm trying to name them all.
You won't be able to name all of them, but
I'm reading
We're
it.
talking Michael Jordan.
We're talking Michael
We're
Jordan.
talking Michael Jordan. We're talking Michael.
Uh-huh.
Last name Jordan. No. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, Irving Johnson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stockton.
Stockton.
Yeah.
Oh, Irving Johnson is there. Yeah, Stockton.
Stockton. Bird.
Bird, you already
said
got him.
Bird.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You said Bird.
Did I say Bird?
You
Yeah.
said Bird.
Okay.
On to the next.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley. Moses. No.
Moses.
Moses Malone.
Not Moses.
Wait, how
Is Moses Malone on there?
is Malone on there?
Well,
the
Malone is, but
mailman.
it's not Moses.
The mailman.
Wait, who's Moses
The
Malone?
mailman.
Oh, it's it's not
Yeah, the
Moses.
mailman.
Yeah, what's his first
He's not
name?
on there though.
What's
is
his
he?
first name?
Starts with a K.
Mm-hmm.
Moses.
Kamikaze.
My mom had a crush on him.
Kabir.
Boom.
Carl.
How many am I missing?
It doesn't matter.
I'll get him later.
Mm.
You're actually pretty close though. I was actually very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Chris Mullen?
Very.
No, he's not there either.
Yes,
Chris
he
Mullen's
is.
right there. See him.
Robinson. That's an Ewing.
David Robinson.
Yeah.
E-Wing.
E-Wing.
E-Wing,
E-Wing
man.
TIE Fighter.
Exactly.
I got Malone.
Oh, man.
Oh god, it's so hot in this fucking room.
It's really
buddy.
warm, eh?
Yeah, maybe we should move to the E-Wing. And maybe might be a little cool.
I'll get a little like mini aircon fan in here or something
Yeah.
next time. So what's your fucking... You really
I
giving it a
said-
10? You giving it a 10?
I'll give it a 10. Yeah.
So you have no complaints?
No.
Fantastic. That's great. I'm not gonna ask you to complain.
C'est la vie. Carpe
C'est la
diem.
vie. Hey, we're allowed to have 10s around here.
You carp the what?
Carpe de who?
I know.
No, that's douchey. I'll give it a 9.5.
You're allowed to give it a 10, man. If you're giving it a 9.5, then you have to give a reason why it's a half off.
Half off.
Half
Tap
off.
off. Oh, we ain't doing that.
My mental health?
Yeah.
You're
You're not stressed with work, school. Sometimes
I
you're
took the
tired.
semester off school. That's probably why.
Yeah,
I'm not in school right now. So right now it's like work is figured out and I just get to enjoy.
So
going
graduate
out.
next year, eh?
That's when stress comes.
Yes, sir.
Come September, we'll film the same episode.
Mm.
Different guy.
Mm.
This guy will not be happy.
Tired.
God, you got me thinking about September now. I'm stressed out.
Sorry.
Wake
It's
me
going down to a
up
9 real quick.
when September is.
Cabs.
Mental
How's your mental health, man?
strong, like bull.
Like,
Probably. I'd say 10, maybe. 10.
fuck yeah.
Say
You
10.
just always trying to outdo me, huh?
Not gonna take the 10. I'll take it.
Glad to hear it, buddy.
That's so wild to me. Coming off of like even just the you and me episode,
Yeah.
that you were in this spot where you're just feeling so stuck with work and not knowing what to do with life even. And now
Yeah.
you're sitting at a 10. I love that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't know where well, I definitely know where it comes from.
Mm.
I'm right here.
Just the
Right here.
you eyeballing my piece 50 Cent?
I'm pretty sure you did that the last time he was on.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just weather, back in the gym,
Mm.
routine is back to normal.
Such a big
Yeah.
routine guy.
Yeah, definitely a
Yeah.
routine guy.
Mm.
Yeah, when I have the routine in place and I'm on my routine path,
Mm.
not necessarily need to be headed anywhere, just on the right path in my mind, then it feels like everything is great and I'm content with life.
Mm. Nice. I think that and when we get a 10 off of like coming from a place where you were, even just like I guess that's maybe over a month ago now. But when you get to 10, I think that highlights how much this stuff fluctuates. We always point that out in these check-in episodes, that these can fluctuate so much, and you can very quickly end up being a 10 when maybe if we had asked this question back then, you might have been a fair bit lower, you know?
One of the funny things or funny signs that I realized was, well, that's just like almost like a symptom of good mental health. Started singing in the car again. by myself.
Nice.
Whistling when I'm walking down the
What are you
hallway or
singing to?
something.
What are you singing to?
Whistling Dixie
Spinning
over
a
here.
fucking lamp, some keys.
Yeah, I'm always spinning my keys.
Oh man.
Man. Yeah, you're just in a good mood. You're in
Yeah.
a good mood, man. That's awesome. Happy for your cabs.
What are you singing to in the car?
What am I singing to?
Give us a little bar.
Well, maybe a little bit Amy Winehouse.
Natasha Bedingfield, unwritten.
That's his song, eh?
Unwritten.
He loves that song.
Classic.
What was it? Which dumb songs did you guys choreograph to?
Well, first of all, it's not dumb.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Which?
It's
You
first of all, it's not dumb, and it was one song, and you get it right. It's in
Yeah.
sync.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about I've
Apologies.
Got a Crow. Sorry.
I've got a crow.
I'm just.
I got that on
Cleverest
video.
fellow 'twas ever my fortune to know.
Pleasure.
Got that.
I taught a trick to
I
my
did that.
shadow to stick to the tip of my toe. I've got a crow.
You guys remember we had to do that for English, and just like you either had to like go up there and like recite like a poem or something, or
For
like
English or drama?
for
No,
10
buddy.
class.
Buddy,
Ten pow.
you remember when we went into try out for the play, and me and Sebastian did I Got a Crow, and they were like, well, maybe we could use some help. Like after we did the whole thing, they're like, maybe we could use some help backstage. We're like, either we're center stage or we're out of here.
We're like, we'll take our talents elsewhere.
Yeah,
Thank you very
exactly.
much.
We're going down to South Beach.
Man. Jesse, mental health, how you doing, man? Rate it.
It's funny, you know, I never really.
Here we go.
I'm kidding. Okay. I mean, we're all right.
You're an
No,
asshole.
man.
It's
I love it.
before coming here, I didn't even think about the actual. I forgot the questions were gonna be, so I didn't really
Yeah.
think about it. And after you guys going through all your questions, we're I can't really say I'm that high based off the first two versus the first two numbers I've given you.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you this. The big thing I think is going on right now is I'm a little bit out of my usual routine, which could be due to a couple of things. I'm not necessarily falling apart at it, but like yourself, I feel like routine is a really good or big part of how I stay kind of more level. So routine's a little scattered right now. I'm not really following my usual regime, if you will. Again, it's nothing necessarily too bad. Again, I'm still kind of messing around with my hobby stuff, relaxing, sleeping, hang out with friends, and like I said, playing video games earlier. So I'm still feeling fairly level-headed, but I still do get my little spurts of depression and little dark spots that I get into that I think I'm a little more constructive of how I get out of them now, and it's a little easier to kind of move myself from the situation. I think the people I have around me right now are a really big factor to it, not necessarily distracting, but being able to keep me occupied and I don't know, send out good vibes my way, and I think I'm receiving them, which is really nice. It's good to know I can do that. So with that, I'm still doing a lot of stuff from my accident and the stuff that I've been dealing with. I like to mention. So that is also a little bit of a detractor, because it still sucks, man. It's happened back in freaking May of 2019.
Yeah.
Right? Is when I got into my accident. May 1st. And the stupid shit I'm still dealing with is ridiculous. It kind of really sucks, because there's things like in my neck that still aren't fucking right. There's stuff in my back that's still not right. And like it really kind of sucks to feel this way so early in life as how I feel, right? It just like the pain it like after laying down, like if I wake up from a long nap or like sitting like this right now, once I wake up my back's screwed. I can tell right now it's on fire, right? So
sorry, man.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like if I had a pillow or something, I could have asked, right? But it's just the way that my back sits. If I'm not like, and even in my car, you should see like my seat's like this. You know what I mean? Because I try to keep my posture up a little bit more, because as soon as my back kind of dips, as soon as I get up, if I take a deep breath, my back is like, it feels like it burns.
Really? Wow.
So there's some things that kind of suck and I'm still dealing with. And even the other day I went to a specialist and I got 3 steroid shots. I think I told you this the other day. 3 steroid shots. I got one in my shoulder, which is really freaking weird, because they were doing it under ultrasound. So I actually had the ultrasound, and she stuck the needle in and filled up. I have bursitis in one shoulder from the accident, right? And she filled it up with the steroid, and it was like really, like, to watch it actually happen was like
weird feeling, eh?
Oh yeah, it was just freaking weird, right? And then I got 2 more in the back of my freaking head, right here, right? Damn. So just above the neck. And when she did that, I could literally hear the liquid come out of the needle. It was like a rushing sound, like. I'm like, that's
fucked.
Oh yeah, I was like, she's like, if you can hear it, it's okay. And she's absolutely fabulous. She's a great doctor and everything. So I felt a little more at ease, but like it was just really weird feeling. So again, all the stuff that I'm going through, it just kind of feels a little too early in life to have to deal with it, right? And so that can kind of be a little bit of a downer, and I feel like I'm limited on some of the things that I can do, but progressing at it, and I know that I'm trying to progress at it, which is an indication for me that I want to kind of progress, so which is good news. So I would say for a number, I'm still gonna hit you with a 7.
That's all right, man.
But
7's good.
You know what I mean, it's not
7's strong. 7.
Yeah, we're not doing bad. We're not doing all right.
7.
For reference, Jesse, you're referring to your accident on your motorcycle.
That's correct.
Yes, that's a story from another podcast.
Yeah.
God, that was a funny story.
No, thank you.
Thank you everybody for sharing and coming and having a nice little catch up here.
This next part of the episode is where we spoil Stranger Things for Reuben.
What the fuck, man?
Back now.
Bro, that would actually shoot my fucking every score down to 1. I would be so upset. I've been holding off until she's back for us to watch it together.
Well,
surprise,
things aren't strange
what are they
anymore.
At now? What do you mean?
I haven't seen a single episode.
I don't know, man.
Season 4.
Season 4.
Season
4, part 2.
Yeah.
Did you watch the 2 new ones?
Shut the fuck up, man.
No.
Just shut up. Everybody,
worth watching?
we're wrapping up the episode here. This was a great check-in,
Is it
and
worth
this is
watching?
something that we do. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This is something we do from time to time, and we check in with our friends. I don't want to hear any Stranger Things shit.
It's no longer
You're being
strange.
stranger
It's
right
just
now.
things, dude.
We encourage all of you who listen and watch this podcast to do this with your friends too, and listen to what's actually going on, because it's nice to hear these things rather than just get things are fine. That could be the response that you get in most cases. So I appreciate y'all coming in and sharing. And it's not about the score. It's about telling the story. It's about the journey. You know?
Absolutely.
What's the journey for Stranger Things?
Shut the fuck up. All right, everybody.
Crazy.
We hope you all like the... We hope the new set is cool. We hope you like the space here. We'll try and improve it. It's got to be cooled down because it's too damn hot. But we'll see y'all next week with another episode. We should be good to be back on schedule here. It's been a weird last couple episode releases. And that's it. If you like this episode, leave a comment.
Happy Canada
Like,
Day.
subscribe. Happy Canada Day, whatever. We're past it. Today's
Anti-Canada Day.
Yes.
Independence Day,
Happy
July
4th of July.
4th. Yeah. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Shabbat shalom.